Jesus M. Vega Jr., is that correct? And I don't have an address. Do you have an address? 600 Lincoln Street, W-I-L-K-I-N. So I'm going to read the charge to you, and then I'll ask you how you wish to plead. Plead guilty or not guilty. So you've been charged with assault in the first degree. You understand that charge? How do you plead that charge?
Plead not guilty.
Okay. At this point, we are going to discuss the issue of the bail. And I have a note from the district attorney's office, Matthew Schwartz, who's an assistant district attorney, recommending $50,000 cash, $100,000 bond, or $200,000 partially secured bond. Would you like to discuss this at all, Mr. Freshman?
Yes, please. We do not dispute that it is a qualified. In regards to so he's shown by coming here tonight that he has every intention of dealing with the issue. He's going to return to every court date that the court asks him to appear. So I think that's really the gold standard in terms of him being released on some recognizance that he was given a choice to not show up tonight. I think a lot of people may have taken that choice. But Mr. Vega came here and is ready to face the accusation for us. He does have one failure to appear from 2008, so I believe that's 15 years ago. He doesn't remember it, doesn't remember any warrant being issued. So I think that's the one small strike against him in terms of appearance to court. And then from there, Judge, I was going to say that he's from the area, he's lived here his whole life. He has his whole family here. So again, for these reasons, Judge, we ask that he be released in his own cognizance. There's no.
Well, I'll take that into consideration. You will be bailed, but it won't be as high as it was listed.
Okay, and Judge, if you want to set bail, you have told me that he has very little means to pay bail. So if you ask that it be quite low, you manage to get those funds together.
bail will be $5,000 as opposed to $50,000. The bond, it would be 10,000. And then the partially secured bond will be 20,000. So it's 1/10 of what we recommended by the year. Oh, 10% down on this partially secured bond. So, we have here a restraining order. No contact order protection. And so, whereas good cause has been shown for the existence of order protection as a condition of release on bail. So, if you were to be released on bail, you should not contact Levi Gaskowitz. Stay away from him, his home, his school, his business, his place of employment, friends, communicating with him by phone, text, email, whatever. Basically, have no contact with him whatsoever. And so this is a 6-month order of protection. So it will go from now until April 6th of 2023, 6 months from now. And what I'm going to do is I'm signing it right now. I'm going to have you sign it as well. And signing it doesn't mean
Yes.
right, so we'll have 2 copies. Now, because this was a felony, you're entitled to what's known as a preliminary hearing within 120 hours of offense. When's the estimate?
Right.
The arrest was like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, I mean, it would be when you are saying this at this point, so.
Okay. So we need to have a preliminary hearing within 120 hours. And if that goes over a weekend, it's extended to 6 days instead of 5. 120 hours is 5 days. So we will set up a preliminary hearing. Let's see here. Tuesday. Yeah. Okay, so shoot for
audience open?
Aqualima. No, he's representing, he only speaks Spanish, and the person supposed to be here is sick. So he's representing,
What's up, everybody? What's up, guys? I was just helping out a friend. Man, oh man. Man, oh man, guys. Have things changed? Have things changed? Woo! Dang. So, if anybody's still on here, shout out to all of you guys. Man, have things changed? Jesus, what's good, disambiguation? Man, the way they treat people is crazy. And I'm not talking about it in a bad way, a good way. Like, I don't know if you guys could hear it. I was just bored out of my mind. I got attention deficit syndrome. So, they call it ADD. I can't sit still. I ain't got no patience for shit. So I was like, let me just go live. Let me just do a live stream. So, uh, wow, I'm at awe on how they treat you. I mean, this court, but they're actually speaking right from the Constitution. They're saying you have a constitutional right. I think he sent out whatever amendment, and I was just, my jaw hit the floor. I'm like, I've never heard that. They've never said anything like that. I wanted to stay in there, but I had to go talk to the officers real quick. What's good, Cuts? So, hold on. Um, yeah, it's wow, it's crazy, man. And it's like, if the charge isn't like that, it all depends on what the person did. Even if it's a felony, like the officer said, normally they release everybody, but because of the nature of the charge, you know, they post a bail. But this, it was a high bail, but they dropped it down to 1/10 of it. It's like, damn, like, wow, they're judging people's character and they're giving you innocent before proven guilty now. And I've been talking about this a long time, but to see it just shocks me, because it's like I said, we're under common law, and now's the time to get your rights, man. Claim who you truly are, get your status corrected, stop being a fucking slave. Claim who you are, you know. Yeah, sorry, Aussie girl. I just was like, I'm gonna go live, fuck it. Um, I was like, I'm gonna go live. I was like, I'm gonna go live, and I don't know if you could hear anything, but probably not. But it's good. Rap Samples LLC approved. Brother Cuts, Divine Lion. If anybody else is still on here, shout out to all you guys. Um, Hold on one second. So yeah, it's crazy. Hold on one second, guys. Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's crazy, guys. Sorry about that delay, but it is crazy. Hold on one second. It's just really, really, truly, 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 truly amazing to see. And I talked to the sheriffs, the investigator, and they agree with me. You know, they're like, you know, I said, yo, it's an agenda, and they agree. They're like, nobody wants to face what's actually happening. And you could see it. I was actually thinking that when I was, can you guys hear me? Let me know if you guys can hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Give me a thumbs up, a backflip, middle. Okay, thanks, Aussie girl. Thanks, Rap Samples, brother Cuts. Yeah, it's just crazy to see this, man. Like, I can't believe it. The way they treat you with respect, man, it's like, it's weird, man. Even the sheriffs are like, yeah, you can come out, come talk, we'll talk. You know, they treated him with respect and like, you know, and it was like, what the fuck? No wonder why there's so much crime. You know? No wonder why there's so much crime, man. It's like, oh my God, I can't even believe it, man. I don't know. I'm just lost for words because what I see is these. It's whatever's in place, which I already know. It's the International Covenant has lined up the Constitution with our rights, because here it is, guys. The International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, the IHRR, the other one with the racial, I forgot that treaty. There's 4 treaties that are in play, that have been in play, that they're actually recognizing right now. All right, so you need to really study these. And goddamn, this motherfucker's flying. You need to really study these, and it's time to be free, man. You know, it's time to be free. And what I mean by that is not, you know, be free, but we're already spirit beings, right? What I mean by that is we're not fucking with nobody. We're not bothering nobody. We're not trying to harm nobody, you know. We're living our life. We're trying to help. We're trying to do this. We're trying to do that. You know, it's time to be what you truly are, because when you administer justice upon your being, the justice system does not need to administer anything upon you anymore. Go look up the Federalist, number 51. And I was dropping this to my brother earlier today, and and fake going over this with Fake Mike Real News earlier. When you look at that and look up these legal terms, you know, look up. I'm on that phone right now. You know, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna do another stream, and we're gonna start busting this shit down, because it's time, man. You know, I mean, I'm saying it's time for others to get on this path, man, because they're gonna recognize you now, and you're gonna be respected, because now you're an upright being. You're just, all right. Under the word justice, the etymology of the word justice lays the word justice, then jurisdiction, and then, oh my God, it's drawing a blank. Holy shit. Hold on one second. I'll give it to you right now. It's justice. God damn it. Hold on one second. Let me just get it for you. Okay, hold on. This is important. This is a word, all right, because you know I'm dumb, I'm uneducated, I'm stupid, I'm a high school dropout. I don't know shit about shit. Do your own research. But this word justice, okay? The etymology of the word is, you know, from the 11th century. It means justice. The word itself means justice, legal rights, and jurisdiction. So when you think about this, when they're administering justice, okay, they give you legal rights. You don't want legal rights, all right? You don't want legal rights, all right? You don't want jurisdiction, okay? And you don't want justice when you're not upright, because the word actually means upright and just. It means righteousness and equity, okay? And they use your equity upon you, all right? Because you're not righteous. This word is so fucking powerful, guys. Look at everything. I mean, in Rochester, they call it the Hall of Justice, the justice system, the Justice Department. Well, they're just administering justice upon people who don't know who the fuck they are. This is all spiritual, all right? That's why it's all coming unraveled, because the only way they put this spell upon us was with spelling and legalese, all right? So now that we're being able to like it's shit that I look at now that I didn't look at before, that I understand completely now. And it's like, well, why is that? Well, it's because the veil's being lifted, and because we're in this spiritual war. And now is the time to free yourself, because I'm sorry, but the people that don't know themselves, they're going to be exterminated, man. They know goddamn well people that know themselves did not go out and run and get the 30-minute ticker. All right. That's why I call it the 30-minute ticker, because within 30 minutes, your heart's going to be ticking a different way, and you'll know immediately that you just fucked up. Everybody got the 30-minute ticker. Within 30 minutes, they knew that they made the wrong fucking choice. Some did it more than once. Some did it 3 times, and then got the Yeezy boost, you know? So they know those people aren't right. That's why they were offering them McDonald's, Burger King, and dumb shit, you know? So, man, it's just crazy, man, to witness that shit. It's like, yo, that was the sign. Like, you know, it's like, man, I see what they're doing. They're giving you your rights. So they're bringing criminals in, and they got their rights. So imagine a motherfucker that's standing on his own and knows his shit. Sayonara, they might shake your hand and say, thank you. We need people like you to turn this bitch around, so other people can see and become upright, because you can't use this as an escape. This information, this knowledge, this understanding is a way of life, all right? Just like the Federalist says, justice is the end of government. It is the end of civil society. That means civil society. What is civil society? Well, code, statutes, policies, and all this other bullshit. Family court, the kangaroo court that has you in there over, you know, dumb shit. Traffic court. That's civil society, you know? That's why it says, this is the Federalist number 51. Justice is the end of government. When you know what the word justice means, all they're telling you is once you stand upright, they no longer can govern you, because you govern you. All right? And that's why in the same word, it says jurisdiction. It says legal rights, and it says justice. Well, why does it say that? Why do those words come from the etymology of the word justice? Because they have jurisdiction over you, because you don't know who the fuck you are. And guess how it's supposed to be? We're supposed to have jurisdiction over ourselves, because once we do that, they can't get jurisdiction over us once we stand upright. It's powerful shit, man. You know? And you know, this is what we gotta start laying down. We gotta become these people, you know? Tomorrow I may not do it, but definitely next week I'm going to the DMV, maybe live streaming, but I will be recording. I might not be live streaming, but I may be live streaming. I'm going to get my New York State It's a New York State. I can't. It's on this phone that I'm streaming on, so I can't look at it right now. But it's basically a driving rescinding your driving record. You know, that's what you're doing. It's a rescension. And they don't post these forms online. You got to ask for them. You're gonna get a supervisor, and they try to give you hell. You know, they try to give you hell, right? But I'm gonna do that. Get that. Fill that out. I don't have a license, but because it's open, it's an open record. I don't use that. I don't use that name anymore. But it's open, so I need to get rid of that. You know, totally. And there's a way to do it. Shit, there's jewels being dropped, and you know, people are figuring this shit out. So I'm gonna go do that here in New York State, and every state has it. I don't know the name of it. You'll have to look it up and go in there and say, look, oh damn, this dude just ran the fucking light. He was looking at the other light. I've done that before. You know. So, you know, might get a little loud. So yeah, I just think it's pretty amazing. And guys, I do have a racing channel, so I think this guy wants to race. Y'all want to see a race live? Oh, you want to do one more? All right, one more. I'm gonna give him a head start, guys. Crazy. Oh, he just lost it. Oh, he almost lost it. It's wet on a curve. All right, guys. I didn't mean for y'all to see that. Y'all got to go to my racing channel, but he thought he could hang with the Matrix, but he couldn't. Yeah, that was fun. But it is raining now, so it's wet, and he almost lost it. And he wants some chat. And he was actually just sitting in court paying a fucking speeding ticket. Yo, you almost lost that motherfucker. Huh? Thanks. All right, man. So, yeah, I do like racing. But anyways, back to the task at hand. He literally almost lost it, but I was like, no, don't lose it in my mind. And he got back into it, and he's still driving like that in the wet. But anyways, yeah. So, that was fun. Gotta have a little fun in life, man. Come on. How the hell they producing all these damn cars with 140, 160 on the dash, 220, 240, 180, and I mean it's there. I mean, come on, they got a governor on some cars. Some governors top out at 120. Why would they govern at 120? Well, guess what that means? The governor said you can go 120. Because after that, some cars shut down. You know, as long as you're safe, open road. You know, everybody here speeds before, whether you're going 5 miles out over their posted speed limit that just says state speed limit 55. Do you got to do it? Who knows? I mean, when you really start looking at the law, it don't even say you got to do the shit, you know? That's why it's so dope about learning the law, because no damage, no manage, you know? Nobody needs to go manage your damage. So, you know, if they say you're going 60 and a 55, you're speeding. Well, if you're going 150 and a 55, then you're still speeding. You know, you're not gonna go 100 miles an hour in a fucking bus. You know. But anyways, back to the whole, coming up out of these chains and contracts that we all sold our ass up the river with. You know, what's good, Chigozi? You know, we are accustomed to registering instead of recording. Now, I got things on record here in Rochester, New York, and I'm going to further that record. And, they got to recognize, because you are who you say you are. You are as you say you do, no one's supposed to tell you what the fuck you are. Remember, it's all in the name of justice, just and upright. That's what you need to be, because when you are, you get legal rights, you get jurisdiction, and you get justice. Because check it out, justice is the exercise of authority in vindication of right by assigning reward or punishment. Well, think about the justice system. Where the fuck is there ever a reward? Ain't no reward in justice. There's no reward in justice. Where have you ever seen a reward in justice? So why would the word, right, be the exercise of authority, right, in vindication of right by assigning reward or punishment? Think about that statement, reward or punishment, right? There's no fucking rewards in this justice system, Where's the reward? It's only reward when there's a lawsuit and, one side loses and one side wins, but that's not justice. That's not a reward. That's compensation. A reward, look up the legal definition of reward and compensation. Something was damaged, therefore you're getting compensated. It's not a fucking reward. So how is there a reward? Well, the reward is, right, vindication of rights, meaning now justice is you, equity is you, righteousness is you, legal rights you have now. They turn into lawful rights, right? Which trickle down to legal rights. Well, you got the legal right to do it. We can't tell you what to do. You already know what to do. So we're not going to tell you what to do. You know, and then when you start looking at all these processes, like, damn, we've been fucked. You know, but we've been fucked just with ignorance. It's all been here the whole time. You know, and then jurisdiction becomes we have jurisdiction over us now. That's all it is. All courts, all processes need jurisdiction. Why? And it's always jurisdiction over your body. They need personal jurisdiction. They need you to not know that you got jurisdiction over your own goddamn self. This is what it's all about. That's why it's always jurisdiction. That's why jurisdiction can be challenged at any time. Because you're there. You know? You can come alive during the shit. Like, wait a minute. I thought you had the jurisdiction, but guess what? I got it. Now you prove it, motherfucker. You don't say that. But this is how it works. And it's not about bucking a system. It's about now you're in line with what they have laid out in front of us. You know, that's what it's all about. So now when you stand upright and you take over yourself, right? They can't ever get jurisdiction over you because you already know. They were like, well, fuck, there's no need no more. Just like this says, justice is the end of government. Think of that statement, how powerful that is. And this is in the Federalist, number 51. Justice is the end of the government. Well, anyone think that, like, what does that mean, the end of the government of justice? Well, it means if you're in justice, you don't need government because you're self-governing yourself now. You don't need it. It's all, that one word is so fucking powerful. And I always, and everything, the cartoons used to have it in it all. The Hall of Justice, you know. I remember the fucking superheroes. You know, I remember having a toy, the Hall of Justice, they even called it. So, yeah, man. This is what we got to do, man. And just seeing that is just fucking, they're not like, bitch, you're going to jail. Talk about it later, motherfucker. Get him out of here. Ain't none of that no more, man. Well, not here in New York State right now at the moment. That's why we got this little window of opportunity where we need to get it right, you know? We need to get this shit corrected, you know? You need to correct your status, correct your ass, you know? We can't be running around here as a fucking slave anymore when we know this shit, you know? Just check this out. Hold on. Check this out. All right. Hold on. Hold on. So I'm gonna give you this. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna give you this one. What's good, disciple? Hold on, guys. All right, guys. So, yeah. So, okay, hold on. Let me get this real quick. Give me this. All right. Now this is their words. Remember, when you hear me say something, I don't create it. It's their own words. I don't create this, right? So a United States national, we've all heard this shit before, you know, they call it sovereign citizen. They got people like Artie's Corporate Fiction and all these other motherfuckers, Van Balen, all right, who are out there just clown people who might know some shit and get jammed up, or people who know some, you know, they're out there just trolling it, right? Trying to divert this from people from doing it and understanding this is all real, because you can find the real ones out there, you know. But United States national, all right? United States national. 15. United States national, the term United States national means any United States citizen. So that right there tells you you're a U.S. national. And if you look at how U.S. nationals move We don't move like that, guys. We don't move nothing like that. All right. We don't move in that. All right. Now, A, any United States citizen, or B, any other legal entity which is organized under the laws of the United States. All right. Or any state, the District of Columbia, or any Commonwealth, territory, or possession of the United States, and which it has principal place of business in the United States. This is where we get caught at right here. They told us, any United States citizens, and what are sovereign, right? The citizens of a state are inherently sovereign, but they want to call it sovereign citizen. That is an oxymoron statement, but when you get into the legal aspects of it, let me not say legal, the lawful aspects of this, right? You're actually, the state is sovereign, all right, but the people are sovereign before the government, all right? The state, all right, how this works is the state, the land, the feet is sovereign by its people. The state governments that the people elect is supposed to uphold the sovereignty of its people, all right? But they don't, all right? It's there, but they don't do it, all right? That's how the whole things work. So citizens are actually sovereign in their own right? In their own right. When you start breaking this stuff out, well, it's an individual to understand this. It's not fucking collective. No, they got you in contracts, So yeah, man, this is where, where we got to start claiming our shit, man. Get into this, man. What is a United States national? It's any citizen of any United States citizen, So yeah, this stuff is this stuff is important, man, and this is shit we need to be doing, sharing, and understanding, and this helps you get up out your slavery status, because shit is gonna hit the fan. And when you look at how everything is structured, even war, whatever conflicts that are going on, all right, Russia is not going to fucking war. Stop with all the fear bullshit. Russia ain't going to war with the United States. They're not going to throw bombs at the United States. The United States not going to throw bombs at Russia. No, it's proxy. They do proxy wars. Everything is done under contract. All right. They don't breach them contracts. That's why they have conflicts, right? They have conflicts. All right. It's not going to go all out fucking war and everybody just, no, it don't work like that. Everything is done by contracts. So what they do is they sign contracts, all right? Their contracts are to go to war through Iran's, Ukraine's, Taiwan's, all right? Their people are fleeing Taiwan right now. They're fleeing Taiwan. The Taiwan people are fleeing Taiwan, all right? All these other places, they're fleeing because that's how they do it. They go through proxy, all right? Japan gets involved. You got to remember, nations don't want to destroy themselves. They want to better themselves. When they fight, they have contracts. Okay, this is how we're going to fight. This is how we're going to do it. Remember, just look back at, all you got to do is go back to look at how the war went out with Hitler. All right? The fucking World War II. Whatever the fuck what. We have World War II with Hitler. All right, just look at how that was done. It was contracts. It was done by contracts, guys. So, all the way up to all the way down, everything in this world. Look at Mr. 19. It was all done under contracts. Everything you've seen was contracts. Nothing wasn't a contract. It's all fucking contracts. They even say that we picked where we're going before on a sold contract. I don't know about all that, but it's contracts. It's all contracts. So, knowing that, and what I'm trying to say is, when the United States corporation falls, there's going to be motherfuckers that are actually somebody's property. that's when you become some type of slave or some shit. You loot, something. I've been talking about this long time when Bush and Bush fucking basically liquidated the fucking United States. We've been going through liquidation for that many years because the whole object is to liquidate all the assets of the corporation of the United States, and that's what they've been doing. If you haven't had eyes to see and eyes to notice, this is exactly what the fuck they've been doing. So it's important that we start to learn this shit, man. And a lot of our shit will go away. A lot of our problems will start to fall away, So, yeah, I mean, just simple little word, justice. The justice system. Well, they need it because motherfuckers ain't upright. People not, doing what they're supposed to. People are ignorant. So they're dependent on the government to administer justice for them every day in their life. They need to be checked where to go, what to do, how to do it. Drive on this road, go this way, drive this, do this, obey that. Doesn't mean go fucking disobey all the shit. It just means you know how to understand. You understand and know how to move. You're outside and can see. Okay, I see how this was set up. This is the generation of generate funds. All right, because anything that comes to you is a something for something. Nothing is something for nothing. Everything you do in life, you're getting something for nothing. All right, and a lot of times that's how you got to look at your relationships. Okay, what does this person give me? All right, what do they do for me? That's what a relationship really is. But our ego and our mind and our emotions make it something else. It's actually a contract. Well, you give me something, therefore I give you something. Now we're in this relationship together. Whether it's brotherly love or whether it's like, yo, you got that, I got this. It could be, or a relationship with a female, male, or women, or whatever way you go. It's some type of thing that you like from that person that you get, and they benefit something from you. That's what it's all about. Our mind just configured it to some other shit. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me. But this shit be going up and down and sideways. Okay, thanks. No more Kings 1. So, yeah, I mean, this is shit that we need to learn because we are actually, people say, oh, they'll call yourself a citizen. Well, wait a minute, what are you talking about? When you start looking at laws and looking at how you're protected, there's certain things that, okay, you are this and you're protected under this, therefore that don't apply to you. Point blank, period. And you got to learn the Constitution. You got to learn the constitutional laws, the principles, the foundations. You got to learn all that shit. And it's a lot. I don't know nothing. I probably know 1% of all this shit. It's so complex. Remember, it's science, it's sorcery, witchcraft, and magic all in one. It's a spiritual thing. That's why each and every person is different. And when you've been doing this for a long time, you start to realize, that this is exactly what it is. It's spiritual. So, and they treat you as such. Everyone is different, So, thanks, Rap Samples and LLC approved. But yeah, man, it was just crazy to see that, man. It's like, wow, like they treat you with, they talk Constitution now. Like, what? I heard about it, but to see it is two totally different things, man. To see it is like, wow. It's really mind-boggling how they treat you with respect. The investigators are there. They're talking to the judge, and the judge is carefully reading everything because he don't know who's actually in the courtroom, and the doors are open. They usually have the doors closed, right? They usually have the doors closed, so the doors open because anybody can come in anytime and monitor. Therefore, and you could tell he's like reading carefully, and he's like going, making sure all the rights, every right you had afforded to you is displayed and placed on the court right before you, which is fucking amazing because I've been to a court, traffic court, all my life. And when you're in traffic court, they play all courts. They play civil, eviction, and traffic court, all in the same shit. So criminal, civil, evictions, and traffic. So the judge works for the DMV, then he works for the fucking eviction, then he works for the state, then he works for, the civil side. I mean, it's just, he's playing the fucking game. So I've seen a lot of shit, and they just do whatever the fuck they want to do. They do whatever the fuck they want to do, how they want to do it, and you ask questions later. And now it's totally different. It's to where they read you your rights, they afford your rights. I mean, it's crazy, man. It really is crazy. So it really is crazy. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how else to explain it, but to see that lets me know, like, damn, this is where the change off. And I've been telling everybody I can tell about this, about what's going on, because I see it in my own city and how I was like, okay, well, let me figure out how this shit is being ran. And now you can see how they flipped it. Because what they're going to do is say, look, what they're basically doing is saying, look, you guys can't govern yourself. So this is going to go to the United Nations, guys. I already know it's under the ICCPR that all this is being done. That's the only way they can do it. It's under international law eyeballs. Therefore, they're doing this, and they're going to go report. I forgot when the report's got to be due for all this international covenant stuff that they signed on to. And what's going to happen is it's going to go to those courts, which they wanted to go. I mean, now we know what the United Nations is. This is the New World Order, all right? But this is all they plot and they ploy to bring in the New World Order and more police state, because what they're doing is they got to show that the people cannot govern themselves. We've lost control under the Constitution. Look it, we're following the Constitution. This is what everybody wanted. Look, these motherfuckers are animals. Look it, it's all being destroyed. No, the Constitution has to go. We need a new form of law. No, this ain't right. Look it. And all it is people don't know who the fuck they are. Remember, this was the great experiment. And even back in the days when America was set up, they said it was set up. I don't know the exact words, but it was set up, and it's been stated in many papers that people can't govern themselves. And I forgot where it was, but I've stumbled across that in my research before. But don't quote me on the wording and all that other shit. But it's somewhere in the realms of that. And now they're basically, okay, we're following the Constitution and the treaties that we signed on to. Look it, they can't conduct themselves. And this is what they're going to go with. And, hey, we need help. We need help from the global community, the United Nations, I mean, this is what they're doing, guys. This is what they're doing, man. Thanks, no more kings. And this is where I've been saying it for years. We gotta claim who we truly are. Otherwise, we're gonna be one of those pieces of property that gets swept up. Because you gotta look at them birth certificates. I've looked at two of my sons, and one was in Chinese and the other one was in Russia. So that means one's owned by China, one's owned by Russia. All right. And I'm gonna dive in more into that, with looking on the Dun and Brads, looking up the birth certificates, see exactly where the fuck they're at. Because we gotta unravel the web, and it's becoming more clear and easier when you see certain things. Now you can see, like, damn, that's where it's at. You can look at old paper, like, damn, that's where they got me. You look at a document that they call legal, like when I looked at all the Mr. 19 protocols, oh man, it was easy to pick apart. I'm like, oh, there it is right there. I see it. And that's how I got them to remove that damn mandate here in Rochester at the public safety building. That was long overdue. Because I just knew what it was. I'm like, okay, all right, it looks legit. Okay, well, who is this? Who is this person? These two motherfuckers up top. Oh, damn, they don't even work for New York State. One's in Houston, the other one's in fucking Carolina somewhere. They're the ones that issued this. This shit is void. This shit is fraud. I need to talk to somebody. Boy, did them motherfuckers get to flipping and flooping, and you know, I got the email of the form before they did. You know? So it's just looking at everything that you signed on to. You can look at an MV82 form here in New York State, that's where I'm at, of the driver's license, and see where you actually giving up and you're actually signing on to exactly what the fuck I'm saying, and all the people, all the naysayers is, oh no, you can't do that. It's right on the goddamn forms. Every form you sign, the truth is on it when you look at it through an eye of understanding the legal process, what they're doing to contract you into them benefiting off of you instead of you benefiting off of them. How the hell you going for benefits, but they reaping all the benefits? Just like the motherfuckers that are on welfare, they get the benefits. Well, they're just giving you a little bit of your account that you're entitled to that they've been using. That's all they doing. You know? That's all the fuck they doing, man. Rap samples. Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, of course. Well, the birth certificate, we know they're doing shit with that. So, gotta find that. What are they doing with it? How are they doing it? Do the research, man. Start unraveling the web. You know? And it's been a lot of agents over the years that made this shit so fucking hard, man. You know, that's why I didn't get it, because I'm like, everybody's talking about it, but nobody's coming on and actually showing how to do anything. It's because these are the agents, they make profits, then they want to sell it, and then they lead you on, and then they get overwhelmed, and it's just too much, man. You know? Then other people will buy their shit and then sell it as their own. I mean, it's crazy. It truly is crazy. So, yeah, man. And these are the things that we gotta start taking into accountability. You know, registering our kids, school districts. You know, that's a civil society, a civil service. You know, driver's license, welfare, going down to these courts, family court. It's a service. It's a non-governmental agency, right? Because there is no where's the elected government officials on the federal level for a family court? Where they at? Where the elected officials on the federal level for, or the state level at that, for the DMV? You don't see anybody. I'm running for DMV. I'm running for the head of the DMV. I'm running for the head of the child support unit. I'm running for the head of family court. Locally, you'll see the heads of family court. You know, that's because they're playing the facade game with you. You know, there is no branch for that shit. So that lets you know it's non-governmental right there. You know, then they have the Family Court Act here in the United States. Well, they're telling you what it is right there, the Family Court fucking Act, because it's one big giant goddamn act. You know, child support. You go into child support, what happens? Well, here in Rochester, they got you in a motherfucking room with a bailiff, all right, with your sheriff, and then they lock the door. So they basically place you under arrest. You literally are under arrest and don't even know it. You're under arrest, right? They done summoned your ass in there. You get down there. They say, are you Mr. Yeah, right, the Matrix? Yeah, that's me. Come on in. Hey, how you doing today? Sweet talk, get you in there. sit down. They bring the other motherfucker in there. Boom. Now they got both of you guys in there. Boom. They lock the door. You got to ask yourself, play stupid as all hell. Why is there a fucking security officer in a child support case room? Like, what they think gonna go on? You know, and I know there is a lot of beef, you know, but now you got to look deeper in that. You know, you got to look deeper. Why they locking the door? Why ain't nobody else in there? Why it's just y'all? You know, think about that shit. You under arrest. That's how you can fuck them up real quick. You know, you go in there. This is for New York State. You know, go in there, right? And I don't recommend anybody do this. You got to have you got to have some nuts of steel, you know, to do this shit. Go in there, say, I'm here. I'm making a general appearance, because you want to appear generally. You know, when you're going for something against you, you want to appear generally, you know. So I'm making a general appearance on behalf of whatever situation going on. Oh, are you this guy? I mean, you know, I could be Mr. Matrix. It could be me. I want to go here and find out what they talking. You know, I got due process. So I want to see if it is me, you know. It looked like it could be me, but I'm not sure. I need to find out what the charge is. Oh, sir, you're not being charged. What do you mean? I'm here at court, right? Well, yeah, but you're not. You know, the bailiff's gonna look at you stupid, so they're gonna take you in the room, sit you down. Then the person that's in there might be in there or not. They're gonna sit you down with the other person, shut the door, lock it, and then you say, "Wait, am I being detained?" They're gonna look at you like you're wild ass crazy. They're like, "No, why?" Well, shit, you just locked the door. Well, no, we just locked it from the inside. I can go out, right? Yeah, okay. Go make sure the shit's open. Okay, all right. Then you say, "Why are you here?" Make them explain why they are there. And then say, "Am I under arrest? Am I being detained or something?" And then wait till the judge come out and say, "Hey, you know, what's going on here?" "Well, you're here for child support." What do you mean child support? From who? Is this a civil or a criminal matter? Because there's a sheriff here, armed, and the door, it's open, but I feel like I'm detained. Can I leave? They're gonna look at you crazy, depending on what they say. If they say yeah, but you know, if they say yeah, think about what they just told you. You can leave. That means whatever authority was in there that don't have authority told you can bounce, and then just fucking bounce. That's another way to do it. They told you can leave, fucking leave. Guess what? Anything they do beyond that, they told you to go. Boom, you're out of there. You're done. Anything they do after that, oh, they in some deep shit. You just took them down a process that they don't want to go. And this is when you understand what's going on. Now, the other tactic is they start explaining what you're in here for. Now you're saying, okay, well, this is a civil proceeding. They're going to play bad chick. Okay, where's your oaths of office or affirmations to the Constitution of the United States that has also signed on with human rights treaties, one of them being the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, and the other one is HCRR, okay? So you swore to uphold all of that. So what is the charge? They're going to say, well, Mr. Matrix, you're not being charged with anything. You're here for child support. I say, okay, but this is a civil proceeding, right? Yes. Who did I damage? This is if you manage to get yourself into the courtroom. There's a way to, through paperwork where you don't even have to show the fuck up. All right, they don't want you coming in there with this shit anyway. So what you're telling them is, all right, after you explaining all that, they already know, okay, this motherfucker is nothing to mess around with. All right. Then they're going to send, in New York State, they're going to send a stipulation around. You refuse to sign it, you need to see a judge. Boom, you're walking out of there, nothing happened that day. You go in front of a judge, guess what? You're probably going to get a phone call. You're probably going to get a non-person. The judge is going to talk to you on the phone. You're not even going to go in there, all right, because they don't want to see you. When it comes in front of a judge, you have to research that judge because they might have slipped another attorney in front of you. No, you need an electable, honorable judge over you. All right, not over you, but in front of you. All right, in the front of you doesn't mean it has to be in the view of you, but in the front of you. Meaning, once you get that name, then you file the proper paperwork. All right, to that judge, and guess what? Then you'll be speaking to the judge's chamber. All right, you'll be speaking to the judge's chamber, which will be the actual judge. That's your communication. Any forms you drop off, they walk them motherfuckers right over to that judge. That judge sends them in the mail right to you. You are not working with child support enforcement. You're working with a judge. All right. They're going to stick, i.e. child, whatever the fuck up there. All right. But you're dealing with a judge, so they can only rule on Constitution. That's it. They'll try to play, but once they know, no, they got to go in the confines of the law. All right. They gotta move under the confines of law. Okay, that's what they gotta do. Am I still here, guys? Am I still here? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, thanks, man. So you got to move it in the confines of law. And this same method applies to family court, okay? But just don't use all that other shit, all that other stuff. But the same type of I'll break that down, on a point by point basis one time. Like I'm just freestyling it right now off the top of my head. But anyways, you're going to get an elected judge who has oaths and affirmations, and you ask for all that. They have bonds, so they violate your rights. They owe you compensation, okay? And they know when they see the ICCPR, you could attach the shit right to it or point for point it all out where they got to follow you, right in there. And then they're going to know, okay, well, we got to move right because the ICCPR is supreme law of the land with the Constitution of the United States. So you're rock bottom. So they're like, okay, you're rock bottom. You're going to walk in this path. So I need to cross my T's and dot my I's. All right. And 9 times out of 10, they don't want to deal with you. You're not paying no child support because they got to prove to where this fucking debt came from, because that's what you're talking about. Someone has a claim against you. Either it's the person, okay, which is the male or the female, got the claim against you, or it's the state, which is under the Social Security Administration. Therefore, that shit is definitely gone, because how the hell is the state going against you? You ain't did nothing to the state, because a lot of these child support cases come from women that are on goddamn services. So the services pursue to try to get money because they paying her. So therefore they need to make more money. And this is another way you can cancel child support out if you're taking care of your kids and all that other shit. You know what I mean? There's different strokes for different folks. All right. I'm talking about, the ones that are fighting. I'm not talking about motherfuckers like, you know what? I ain't doing none of that. But there's situations. So even sometimes that can get a pass, because I understand. I overstand these fucked up ass mindsets, male and female. So it could be a lot of circumstances. So this is for the good intentions, not the bad ones. So the other way to do it is if you go in there, you gotta go get some. If you ain't got no job, go get some goddamn services. Go down, sign up for the goddamn. This is 100%. I've helped people do this. Go sign up for welfare. Get on welfare. You go into go in there being a straw man. Anything. Go in there. They're gonna be like, okay, ain't shit we can do. They're gonna ask you how much you can afford. You say, I can't afford anything right now. $20 a month. Okay. Oh my God, no, he gets more. No, ma'am. Listen, you better take it. That's basically what she's saying, because the state can't pay the state. So what I mean by that is the child support fucking agency isn't gonna go after a motherfucker on goddamn social services. It's the same damn company. It's the same corporation. It's a Social Security Administration. So how the fuck they're gonna be giving him money and taking money? It don't work like that. It cancels it right out. This is in New York State. All right. This is in New York State. And I'm sure it's for all states. So you get on welfare, get that EBT, them food stamps, go in there with a smile. Because guess what? They ain't getting a goddamn penny because they cannot get a penny. It don't even work. And this is another way how you know it's a fucking sham bag. Because if he's getting money, he should be able to pay. No, don't work like that. And this is how you figure all this shit out. You know? So that's another way. Boom. You ain't gotta you don't gotta it cancels itself right out, you know. But back to the women that are on, or the men that are on social services, and they take somebody to child support, the state goes after them. That's why it'll have, you'll see it, and here in New York State, they have it right at the top. It'll have the state of New York, such and such, in care of, or something with Miss Matrix or some shit. That's how they do it. That's how you know, okay, she ain't taking me. It's the goddamn state taking me. And then that's an even easier. It's so easy to get child support off. Motherfuckers just give up. They create some shit out of thin air. You say yes, and they go to suspending your fucking license, doing all kind of crazy shit. You know, because you said yes to it, dumbass. You say, hell no, you show me where I owe this debt. They create this shit out of thin fucking air. How you owe a debt to somebody? No, it don't work like that. It's contract. It's something for something. It ain't something for nothing. So it's a you know, we go in there and we give something for nothing. We get the shit and the stick. Nah, it's something for something. What did I do? It's civil and criminal. Who the fuck did I injure? I ain't injure my kids. What the fuck is this? I didn't injure my kids. I didn't injure her. How the hell am I paying some shit? There's only two things in law: civil, criminal. That's it. All you need to know. So that falls under civil. So what's the civil fucking penalty? Well, the state is saying you owe somebody some goddamn money. How is that possible? You know, think about that shit. It's crazy, man, how bad we got it, man, out of just ignorance. And that's why one of the great, you know, ignorance of the law ain't no excuse. You know? Hold on one second, guys. So, yeah. So sorry about that, guys. What's the topic, Mexican righteous? Well, rights. Right in your name. Being righteous. Well, there's a lot going on with this stream. I was bored at the court. Then I was racing on the highway. Now I'm talking about some other shit. So, like I said, with me, you never know which way it's going to go. But, yeah, that's what we're talking about. So, yeah, you know, we just gotta, you know, start doing shit. I know it's time consuming, it's a lot of work, but it's time to turn off the fucking entertainment. And we are entertaining here on YouTube, man. We gotta give it a break, and do some self work. Start reading, because everybody got to be disconnected, because ain't nobody on here posting nothing about how they disconnected from shit. you know Everybody don't like what's going on, but ain't nobody making no moves from what I can see. I've been making moves for a long time. Damn, it's so hard to see. I've been making moves for a long time, but that's why I want to start sharing. I got the website. I'm gonna be sharing a lot of it. I'll be streaming to a platform that is, I could talk about every goddamn thing on it. So, I'm gonna start putting it out, and and what's gonna happen is other people are gonna come with other information, and we're just gonna be building and creating people free. We want to be free. Well, here we go. And that's another thing about it. It's coming together, and then it's, hey, let's get free. Time to get free. So this is what we got to do. It's freedom time. While we got it, before any cataclysmic event for the fucking own nothing and be happy, at least we could say, shit, we beat the video game. All right. We got it. We free. And they rounding everybody up there. Okay, what are you? Oh man, you're one of the righteous ones. You figured it out. Okay, all right. Yes, you over here. Yeah, you made it. Congratulations. It was all a big fucking Wizard of Oz game. You see these motherfuckers going this way? Yeah, they ain't gonna fare out too well. They were the ones that were just access meat and flesh. Look at the way they ate. Look at the way they look. Now is the judgment. Now is the time for judgment. You know, I'm just fucking around. But no, why not? You know, so why not? All right, y'all. Hold on one second. So yeah, guys. But but yeah. So I might come back on a little later. I'm about to get in here and get some grub. But yeah, man. I just went live, and I don't know what the hell kind of video this was, but that's how I roll. And you turn on the camera, you never know what to expect. You know, should I have done? I should have done how to two videos. Yeah, yeah, man. That's another thing, man. It's something brewing. We need to get our shit in order too. Our supplies, everything. That's always first and foremost is survival. Then playing the game is second. But these are things we need to learn. Like I said, it's gonna be a slow burn. And the chains is off right now, and being at this court let me know, like, damn, this is how the motherfucker they're giving us due process. Everybody's innocent until they get proven guilty. I said, you know how powerful that is? That means you're innocent in front of everything. Can't nobody come and tell you nothing. They gotta prove that you're not. So this tells me this is the time to stand. You know, this is the time to stand up, because it's innocent until proven guilty. All that, and going into these places, they can't assume shit. All the assumptions are over. You say, how are you going to assume something? When we go into these offices, nah, they work for us. They're not supposed to assume anything. Nah, I'm gonna use swear words, but I wouldn't do this in person. Nah, bitch, you work for me. Get your ass over there and get that fucking paperwork. Call your supervisor. We're gonna figure this shit out. You are a public servant. You serve us. We about to flip this shit because y'all got it backwards. And that's how it needs to be. They probably waiting for us to flip it, you know? They know they lost control, so they're like, well, fuck it. Well, let's let the righteous gain control. They become righteous. More people will become righteous, then maybe they'll become righteous and band together and say, you know what, we need to stop our own people from killing each other. Maybe that'll happen. Or they can just know all this knowledge like other people on here and just sit and play fucking tiddlywinks and clown games all day, talking about what they're doing and not doing nothing. So I've always been about doing something, so that's just me, I mean, everybody should have eyes to see now who's doing something, who's doing nothing, you know. I don't like to be chatty patty and just talking all day and no results. I mean, I love to talk, I love to come drop jewels, but shit, I be doing shit in my life, you know. So I just like to get shit right. So when I show other people, like, yo, this is what I did, this worked. So there's a high chance this is gonna work. Do it like this because information I've got for other people that it did work. So it did work for me, but I had to craft it in my own way for my own situation. And guess what? It works. But you have to put your energy and heart into it and intentions. And guess what? It'll work. People always trying to figure out, how to do things and scratch their heads, and other people just want to get out of shit. See, I didn't want to get out of shit. I wanted to live this life. I wanted to walk in this path, you know? So it's a difference. Some people get in the jam. Oh man, I want to get out. How do I do this? They learn all this shit. And then they're like, I don't need to know that. I just need help. No, I don't want to deal with you. I don't want to mess around with you because you're not in it with your heart. You're in it to just get over. I don't like to get over. And those are the takers. See, I'm a giver. You got to watch out for the takers. Takers will come take your heart, take your love, take your energy, take everything righteous about you and twist it and turn it against you. So it was good, Frank, the Truth Tank. So I may go on later. Like I said, I got to play more cop games. I got to go down and help a friend out. So, I got to go do that. I might go live. That funny process. So, all right. Shout out to Maria cooking up a storm. But yeah. So all right, y'all. But I'm about to get up off here. I might go on the computer and drop some get the legal easel going on. And yeah, it's time to kind of start making some stands, unraveling the great mystery. So all right, y'all. Peace and love, and I'll talk to y'all later.